Darkness knew where I lived. Why hasn't it found me lately? People ask me, what changed? They think healing arrived like lightning, like one perfect day fixed everything. It didn't. It came one sunrise at a time, one prayer I almost didn't pray. One breath I almost didn't take. The darkness didn't disappear, it just stopped knowing where to find me. Because I moved, not houses, not cities, I moved my mind. Pain kept knocking until it realized I no longer lived in yesterday. My darkness lost my address. It still searches every night, but it keeps showing up at a version of me who doesn't live there anymore. I left behind the guilt, the fear, the chains, not because because I finally stopped calling them home. There was a season where silence was louder than hope, when my reflection looked like someone waiting to disappear. I memorized every crack in the ceiling, every excuse to stay in bed, every lie that whispered, "You'll never change." Funny thing about lies, they get louder when you stop questioning them. So I asked a different question: what if the voice in my head has been wrong this whole time? Everything changed after that. Sometimes you don't escape the darkness, you simply become someone it can no longer control. Hey, I stopped introducing myself, but my wounds started introducing myself. By my healing, I still have scars, I still have nights that feel longer than they should. But scars don't scare me anymore. They remind me that every chapter I thought would bury me only blended something stronger. I didn't become fearless, I became faithful enough to keep walking, even when fear walked beside me. Maybe your breakthrough won't arrive as a miracle. Maybe it'll arrive the day you finally believe you deserve a tomorrow. I still remember the old address, the room where anxiety paid rent, the nights where hope never answered the phone. Sometimes I drive past it inside my mind, then I smile because I know no matter how familiar that place feels, I don't live there anymore. My mailbox no longer accepts letters written by shame. My front door doesn't open for regret, and every sunrise confirms what my heart has been trying to tell me. I finally move forward. If you're listening and your darkness still knows where you live, don't lose hope. You don't have to stay at the same address forever. Sometimes the bravest move you'll ever make isn't in changing your location, it's changing the story you believe about yourself.
My darkness lost my address,
not because
life became easy,
because I stopped giving hopelessness a key. I built new walls with courage, new windows with gratitude, a new foundation called purpose. Now when darkness comes looking, it only finds an empty house filled with old echoes, because the person it once knew finally moved on. If this song found you, maybe it wasn't by accident. Maybe it's a reminder that your current pain isn't your permanent home. One day, you'll look back at the place where you almost gave up and realize it was never your destination. It was only the address you stayed at until hope helped you pack. What if your pain still searching for you, but you've already become someone it can't recognize. I didn't wake up stronger. I woke up tired of introducing my future to my past. Every morning started with memories that acted like landlords charging rent for rooms I should have moved out of years ago. Then one day I packed the lies, folded up the shame, locked the door and left without taking any of it with me. Sometimes the bravest goodbye isn't to a person, it's to the version of yourself that only knew how to survive. My darkness lost my address. It still writes letters covered in fear, but I don't read them anymore. I changed my foundation, built new walls, had a hope, and every sunrise reminds me light never needed permission to enter. I used to think healing would erase the memories, instead it changed the narrator. The same story that once sounded like defeat now sounds like survival. The same scars I hid under long sleeves now remind me that broken things can still carry purpose. Not because they were never damaged, because they refused to stay destroyed. You don't always need a new life, sometimes you just need a new way to read the one you're already living. There are still nights the old voice calls my name and knows every shortcut back to fear. It reminds me of failures of people who left, of dreams that didn't survive. But here's what changed: I don't answer every call just because it rings. Peace taught me that silence can also be an answer. Listen carefully. The enemy was never the darkness, it was believing I belonged to it. The day I stopped signing that agreement, everything changed. Now I build different habits, gratitude before worry, truth before assumptions, faith before fear. Every morning I leave another key to my old house on the table. Eventually there won't be any keys left, because some places are only meant to teach you, not keep you. If you're still living at an address called regret, I hope you remember moving doesn't always require boxes. Sometimes it begins with one decision, one sentence, one belief: I'm not staying here anymore. That single thought can become a doorway.
My darkness lost my address.
Not because it stopped looking, because I stopped leaving.
The lights off.
Inside my soul, moved in purpose, unpacked peace, took the spare room, and now when yesterday comes knocking, it only finds an empty house, echoing with the name I no longer answer to. If you're hearing these words, maybe it's because you're standing on the front porch of your own new beginning. Don't wait until you feel fearless, move anyway. Don't wait until every memory stops hurting. Live anyway. One day you realize the greatest move you ever made
Wasn't changing.
where you lived,
It was changing.
what you believed,
You deserve.
and from that moment on, darkness kept searching, but it never found you again. Read this before you quit. Your darkness doesn't disappear. It loses its map the day you stop calling pain home. Yeah. The strange thing about healing is nobody can see it until it's finished. They don't hear the conversations you have with yourself at 2 a.m. They don't know how many times you almost opened the door for depression, then quietly walked away. Some victories don't make noise, they simply change the direction of your life. The darkness still remember my name. It just forgot the man I'd become. My used to think strength was never crime. Now I know strength is crime. Then choosing to keep going anyway. Every tear wasn't proof I was losing. Sometimes it was proof my heart was still alive enough to fight pain. Wanted me to become bitter. Instead it taught me how precious joy really is. Some storms don't come to destroy you. They come to wash away everything you were never supposed to carry. Yeah, I still remember the nights when silence was louder than hope, when every dream felt too heavy to lift. But looking back, I realized the smallest choice changed everything. One more prayer, one more sunrise, one more phone call, one more chance. Sometimes your entire future hangs on one decision to stay. Let me tell you something, I wish someone told me the strongest comeback isn't proving everyone else wrong. It's waking up and realizing the voice you had to silence was your own fear. Everything else gets quieter after that. Now, I leave the windows open, not because I'm no longer afraid, because I trust the light more than the shadows. Every morning I make the same promise, I won't return to the house that almost buried me. Some days it's easy, some days it's war, but every day I choose the road that leads away from yesterday. And that's enough for today. If your darkness still knows where you live, move. Not your body, your beliefs, your expectations, your words, your habits. Sometimes the greatest relocation inside
A single wall. My darkness
Lost my address, not because it surrendered, because I stopped sending it invitations. I built
a different life.
one where hope answers the door, one where purpose lives in every room, one where fear cannot, but it no longer has a key. And every sunrise confirms the greatest move I ever made was believing I deserve to keep going. Before this ends, remember this: the place where you almost gave up doesn't deserve to become the place where your story ends. Pack up the shame, leave behind the lies, take only the lessons, because the future you've been praying for may already be waiting at an address your darkness will never find. You know what's terrifying? One day I realized my darkness wasn't chasing me anymore, because I'd finally outrun the lies that fed it. Yeah. I thought the battle would end with one victory. Instead, it became 1,000 small decisions, choosing hope when fear looked easier, speaking truth when shame wanted silence, looking in the mirror without asking for permission to exist. Healing didn't happen in one moment, it happened every time I refused to go back. The old road still remembers my footsteps, but I've learned not every path deserves
Another journey.
another journey. Hey! My darkness lost my address, it still searches for the man who believed he'd never change, but he packed his broken dreams, turned them into purpose, and walked beyond the reach of yesterday. Now hope knows exactly where I live. Yeah, there was a season I thought I needed to erase my past. Now I realize I needed to understand it. The wounds didn't make me unworthy, they taught me empathy. The nights that almost defeated me taught me how to recognize someone else who needs a reason to stay. Sometimes it is what begins, flowing through you into someone else. Maybe your survival was never just for you. Maybe someone you'll never meet needs the story you're still
Too afraid to tell.
I don't chase perfect days anymore. I chase peaceful ones, days where my thoughts don't sound like enemies, days where I can sit in silence without feeling alone. I learned that happiness is loud, but peace whispers. And somehow the whisper changed my life more than the noise ever did. Listen, one day your pain will stop asking, why me? And start asking, what now? That's the moment everything changes, because survivors don't only escape darkness, they become the light someone else was praying to find. So now when fear knocks, I don't panic, I don't hide. I answer with the evidence of every battle I've already survived. Every scar becomes a witness, every sunrise becomes a reminder, every breath becomes proof that I am still here. And as long as I'm still here, hope still has another verse to write. If you've been waiting for a sign, maybe
This is it.
you don't need permission to begin again. You don't need a perfect past to build a meaningful future. You only need the courage to take one honest step forward. My darkness lost my address, not because the storms stopped coming, because I stopped building my home inside them. I plant new memories where fear used to grow. I speak new truths where shame used to shout. And every sunrise reminds me the greatest move I ever made was believing that healing could become my new home. If you stayed with me to this moment, thank you. Not because you listened to my story, because maybe somewhere inside you found a piece of your own. If that's true, promise me one thing: don't keep living at an address that no longer deserves you. Take the lessons, lead the change, build a home where hope knows your name. And if darkness ever comes looking again, let it search, because the person it once knew doesn't live there anymore.